This video we will go ahead with what is a scale of chord and how to construct the scale of chord and how to use it for measuring the angles. Now here we are going to know scale of chord. Scale of chord. So how to construct the scale of chord? Before that, what is the purpose of scale of chord? We will know it. So scale of chord can be used to measure the angles, as well as to draw an angle. To measure an angle or to draw an angle, we are going to use scale of chord. Sir, we have a protractor, then what is the purpose of it? So whenever the protractor is not available with us, then scale of chord will be used to mark the angles as well as to measure certain angle. So how to construct it, we'll check it out here. First of all, draw a line AB of any length. So here there is no restriction how much length we have to consider. Draw a line AB of any length. Then draw a perpendicular to AB at B. So this is A, this is B. Draw a perpendicular to AB at B. Now with B as center, AB as radius, with B as center, AB as radius, draw the arc over it, draw the quarter circle, draw the quarter circle. Wherever it touches the vertical one, assume it as 90. Now with A as center, draw the arc. With A as center, draw the arc on the quarter circle, assume it as 60. Now with 90 as center, draw the arc, we are going to get 30. This is going to be 30 degrees, it is 60 degrees. What about the remaining angles? With the trial and error procedure, 1, 2, 3. So it is almost exactly coincide. So with trial and error procedure, you try to mark the remaining. So it will become 10, 20, 30. Here also 40, 50. Automatically this is 60, 70, 80, and this is 90. Now we have to mark 10, 20, 40, 50, 70, 80. Now we have to extend this AB line further, up to certain limit. So up to certain length you try to extend it. Now what we have to do? Take A90 as radius. What is the radius? A90, A to 90 as radius. Draw the arc on the AB extender line. A90 as radius, draw the arc on the AB extender line. Now A80 as radius, draw the arc. Next A70 as radius, draw the arc. Next A60 as radius, draw the arc. It will exactly A60 as radius, draw the arc. It will touches B. It will touches B. Now A50 as radius, draw the arc. A40, A30, A20 and A10. This is A10. So after drawing like this, we have to consider a rectangle here. So this is 0 and it is going to become 90. Now similarly, if you 80 arc, wherever it touches, this is 80 degrees, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So here we have to take 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So I was not marked all the elements. It is, if you observe here, this scale of chord, here these lengths are not uniform, they are going to be changes. Here goes on, decreases, then it is going to be up to this. So with this is called scale of chord. This particular thing is called scale of chord. So with this, how to mark an angle? How to mark an angle? For example, if I want to mark one acute angle, I will try to mark it. Another one is obtuse angle, we will try to mark it. So for example, let us consider we want to mark 44 degrees. We have to mark how much angle? 44 degrees angle on it. So what I have to do? So simple, sir. Draw one horizontal line. Draw one horizontal line. Take one end as O. Now O as center, A 60 as radius, O as center, 60 as radius. Draw the arc or some arc, you try to draw it like this. Now after drawing it, A 0 to 44, 0 to 44, this is going to be 0 to 44. 0 to 44 as radius, this particular point is O, this one you assume it as A as center, 0 to 44 as radius. Draw the arc, assume it as B. Now if we join OB, this is going to be the angle what we required. This one is going to becomes the angle what we required, that is going to be 44 degrees. So this is, once if the acute angle is given, we are going to do like this. Now once obtuse angle is given, how to mark it? Let us consider 126 degrees we have to mark it. How much it is? 126 degrees. How should I mark 126 degrees over it? Very simple. So there are two ways are there. That is going to be, one is 60 plus 66 or 90 plus 36. So many combinations are there. So I will go ahead with 60 plus 66. This is one. And another one is 180 minus 126. So another one is 180 minus 126. How much value we are going to get? So 180 minus 126, we are going to get it as a 54 degrees. So 126 degrees is equal to 180 minus 54 degrees. So how to mark these? Very simple. So here we have to draw a entire line. So here O we run, we have to draw one horizontal line like this. Assume some particular point, somewhere midpoint as O, not exact midpoint, somewhere here you assume it as O. Now take A 60 as radius, A 60 as radius. Always for drawing the arc we have to take A 60 only or 60 degrees only. Then we have to draw the arc like this. We should draw the arc like this. So if I want from left side, so if it is A, here we are going to consider like this. So now what it is, first calculation I will do it. A 60 we have to take it, A 60 we have to take it. So from here to here we have to mark. Now again how much angle we required? 66. So you take 0 to 66 as radius. This particular point as center, draw the arc. We are going to get it as B. We are going to get it as B. So this is the way how we have to get 126 degrees in this. So it is going to be how much angle we can able to get here. This is going to be 126 degrees. Sir, I am not interested with this. I will go ahead with the second element. So then you assume it as A dash. Then you assume it as A dash. So from here to here 180. From this we have to subtract 54. Then you take 0 to 54 as radius. 0 to 54 as radius. A dash as center. 0 to 54 as a radius. A dash as center. If you draw the arc, we are going to get the same point. We are going to get the same point here itself, B. So if you are going to take, if it is more than 90 degrees, better to go ahead with 180 minus that. Automatically, once if it is 54, with a single angle, single mark, you can able to get it. So as you wish, whichever you are going to use it, you can able to get the same. After constructing like this, measure with protractor, you can able to know how much angle it is. Now another question, how they can able to give for this particular case. So normally they will give three sides of a triangle. For example, let us consider one particular problem. They gave three values over here. For example, the dimensions are 90 and another one is 70 and 55. These are the three sides of a triangle. With these three sides of a triangle, what is the angle at the vertices? We have to find out what are the angles at the vertices. How should I do it? Just I will construct the triangle. After that I will explain the procedure. Now how to measure it? So here if you observe, AB length is 90. This is AB length. And AC length is 70. And BC length is 55. With the 70 as radius I drawn the arc. With 55 as radius I cut the arc. We got this like this. Now how to measure the angle A, B, C for these? First and foremost thing is we have to take A60 as radius. What is the radius? A60 or AB, both are same. A60 or AB as radius. A as center. Draw the arc on the two lines. Sir, it touches AB line. What about AC line? It is not touching. So extend this AC line. Extend this AC line. So it is here. Assume them as PA comma QA. PA comma QA. Because these two are the points, reference points for angle A. Now after marking PA and QA, take PA QA as radius. PA QA as radius. Take this particular length as radius and measure this one in the scale of chord. Now here if you observe, we got here it has almost 38 degrees. So if you consider this, we are going to get it as 1 second. I will check it out once again. It is it 38? Yes, less than 40. It is going to be in between 38 and 39. So we got it as 38 degrees. Now what about the another? So can I mark B? How it is? So the same thing, it is the AB extension. Another one is this is BC extension. Because sometimes the A60 arc may touches beyond this C. So that's why next what I have to do, take AB or A60, both are same. A60 as a radius, B as center, draw the arc, and we got this point as QB, this point as PB. Now take PB, QB as radius, PB, QB as a radius, PB, QB as radius, and O as center. If you consider, we got this value as more than 40. It is almost little bit less than 50. So therefore it is going to be 49 degrees. Therefore this particular angle is going to be 49 degrees. So similarly, how to get C angle? Now we have to extend AC line as well as CB line. So sometimes the extension is not required, sometimes it is required. So now here it is AB or A60 or O60 as radius, C as center. We should draw the arc on both the lines. So here if you observe, it is already, we have to extend it because we got little bit beyond the A. So this is the point. Now this point is going to be PC and it is QC. PC and QC. Then how we have to do? So here it is the length is going to be PC to QC as radius. PC to QC as a radius. If you take here, it is already crossed 90. It is already crossed 90. Then what I have to do? So take this particular length as radius. So it is already crossed 90. Two things are there. Either you take this particular length as radius, mark it from here, mark it from here. It is less than 5 degrees. So it is almost 3 degrees somewhere. So it is going to be 90 plus 3. Totally it is going to be 93 degrees. So if you observe all the values, how much if you add it, we are going to get 180 degrees. So this is the way how we have to mark the measure the angles. And another previously I was explained how to mark the angles with the help of scale of chord. I was not used any protractor to draw the angle or to measure the angles in this case. So scale of chord will be used. Scale of chord will be used to draw an angle as well as to measure an angle whenever protractor is not available.